There's, I think at the last count there was 1,046 that we had enshrined there. Our second memorial to be developed was the Korean Memorial on Boston Street, also in Baltimore. And that similarly has, I think, 757 veterans enshrined on that memorial also. Finally, the third memorial is in Annapolis at the base of the Naval Academy Bridge on Route 450 in the median. And that's the World War II Veterans Memorial. And there are well over 6,000 names of people that were killed in action in World War II at that memorial. And we do maintain those memorials, and if POWs are discovered or are found, we actually add their names on the memorial also as they become found and available.
Well, I've been to the one in Annapolis, but I haven't been to the others. Have you seen?
I haven't, no.
Jerry, have you been?
What's that?
Have you been to the memorials up there in Baltimore?
Some of them, yeah.
Yeah. The one in Annapolis, you know, I've been to, and that's really nice.
Right.
Yeah, it's in the median. There's also the Overlook is also there, which I think it's Governor Ritchie Overlook that actually overlooks the memorial in the Naval Academy, and it's quite a interesting place. Each memorial has a history of the conflict and the contributions that Marylanders have played in winning those conflicts, and it's very moving and a good thing to visit. Very informative.
I think it's a good thing to point out too that the veteran cemeteries are not just for war veterans; it's for all veterans, and I think that's important because some of the people watching this tonight were veterans in between. Well, probably Cold War veterans, but there was no actual combat going on when they were in the service, and they were just as eligible as anyone else.
Correct.
Yeah, that's always one of the questions and confusion about who's a veteran and who isn't and so forth.
Now, the War Memorial Building in Baltimore, that's run by the city of Baltimore.
That is run by the city of Baltimore. The War Memorial Building, which actually pays tribute to World War I veterans. It's actually run by the city. It's financed by the actual city and the state, joint financing.
Yeah, one thing, you see you brought one of these booklets.
Yes.
What we can do is maybe have the TV program put up the website and also how to get one of these pamphlets explaining the cemetery program, and I know they'd be glad to get one mailed to them. It's very, very informative. And also, you brought one of our newsletters that they can also bring up online. And
right. The department puts out for veterans a semi-annual, I believe now, newsletter. It started out as quarterly, but I believe it's semi-annual, and it has all kinds of information on what's going on in the department. It usually highlights some activity that the department's involved in. This instance, this issue here, which just came out a couple of days ago, is pays a lot of attention to the 25th anniversary of the Charlotte Hall Veteran Homes down in Charlotte Hall, Maryland. And it's packed full of information, and all you have to do is visit the website, and you can request it, one be sent to your home, get on the mailing list, and they'll send one to you.
Or you can access it online, I'm sure.
Yes, it is online on the website.
Okay.
Also, the department has a cemetery program, a little handheld guide here that has the current requirements for burial in state veteran cemeteries, and these are also available at any one of the cemeteries or online.
And people can get those online. And again, the website again. We can't say it too often.
It's mdva.state.md.us.
All right. Is there anything more about the memorial programs you?
We do have annually we have programs there on Veterans Day and Memorial Day. we certainly encourage everyone to visit, and we do maintain them to the highest standards we can, and we certainly enjoy seeing people come out and visit. And we usually have, if any of our people are there when they're visiting, please, if you have questions, stop any one of our people and ask them. They can probably give you information that you're looking for.
Is there information online regarding the memorials?
Yes, there is.
Okay,
each memorial, the whole department, each program has quite a bit of information online that you can visit, and mdva.state.md.us.
Well, that's good. I mean, you know, people can either call or
Yes.
or they can go online, or they can ask for a copy in the mail, and it's important. We're trying to get the word out as much as we can about all these programs,
Right,
and that's really
on the
important.
screen now, so that's good.
Yeah.
And as I say, it's a fantastic website, and get a lot of veterans can get an awful lot of information, because I know, you know, the Korean War veteran and the Vietnam War Memorial, and also the World War II. Those are three of the major conflicts that we've had, and there's a lot of veterans in the state, and so I'm sure they might be interested in bringing this up and visiting these memorials.
We would certainly like to see them out there.
Right.
We do have real good visitation. Probably the most popular one is the one in Baltimore, the Korean Memorial. That has it's right there in a residential, nice area, and we do have a lot of visitation there. So,
How about a phone number too, that people want to call the office and maybe get some information?
okay, I'm going to go ahead and give you our benefits office in Baltimore, which is 410-230-4444, and you can call that office, and they can give you any kind of information you want on state benefits, refer you to other parts of the program. They'll give you phone numbers for the cemetery system, but again, all that information is also online.
And that's important. So you can call, you can write, you can go online, you can do all this and get information about it. But the important thing, as with everything else, is you must act. And as Jerry said, you know, you can't start too early to pick out your plot. Now, can you go to any one of these cemeteries if you wish, as far as an application is concerned?
Yes.
Or is it an application in general, or how does that work?
Well, it's a general application, and you can actually check off which location you would prefer or desire. And however, if you change your mind and you decide you want to go to a Rocky Gap or Eastern Shore, all you have to do is let them know you're pre-registered, and we can get that information right over to them, and it's universal in the state.
Well, it's amazing. We're out of time again. Thanks for watching Veterans Forum. We hope you've enjoyed the program and learned information useful to you. Now, we ask you to get involved with other veterans here in the Bowie community, and call or stop in to the DAV or the American Legion and get involved. The numbers are on the screen, and we also want to thank Gerald Williams on camera, and Tom Allen tonight is our director, and of course our special guest, Pat Tracy from the Department of Veterans Affairs. Thanks again.
Well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure.